Good afternoon, Team Ramstein. I am Technical Sergeant Abraham Polito, an instructor from the Ramstein Airman Leadership School. On behalf of the Commandant, Master Sergeant Kendrick Burton, and our host, the Commander, 521st Air Mobility Operations Wing, Colonel Adrian L. Williams, welcome to the Ramstein Airman Leadership School's virtual graduation ceremony for Class 2021-1. Although this is not our first virtual graduation, we are pleased to announce that this is our first fully virtual class. The mission of the Airman Leadership School program is to prepare airmen to be professional warfighting airmen and space professionals who can supervise and lead Air Force work teams to support the employment of air and space power. The students received 192 hours of comprehensive instruction in 4 outcomes: mission, leadership, problem solving, and Air Force culture. They will be using this knowledge to further our country's vision of democracy, freedom, and peace. We would like to recognize all directors, commanders, chief master sergeants, first sergeants, supervisors, mentors, family, and friends of our graduates who have extended their support throughout the course. It is your understanding, sacrifice, and patience that has allowed your members to make it thus far. Additionally, today's event would not be possible without the sacrifices of the brave airmen who have fallen in combat, our airmen that are currently defending our freedom around the world, and the support of their families. Thank you for viewing today's unique ceremony. At this time, here are a few motivational words from our Commandant, Master Sergeant Kendrick Burton.
Hey, greetings, Class 2021-1. I just want to first start off by saying thank you so much. We've thrown a lot at you over the last 24 days, and you've greeted each challenge that we've given you with innovation and tenacity. These are uncertain times, and in these uncertain times, we're really looking for leaders that are able to meet the challenge. And being that you have accomplished your first level of EPME, you've done so and you've met the challenge up until this point. And so our challenge to you is to continue on. Let this just be a stepping stone to the greatness that lies ahead for each and every one of you. Continue to meet those challenges with tenacity and continue to be the leaders that the Air Force needs you to be. Before I sign off, I'll leave you with this. Leadership is like going to the gym. You go to the gym, you have a goal in mind. You bring your pen, your pad, your notebook, or whatever it is, because you have a plan. Your plan is to do several exercises. You want to work legs, you want to work back, whatever the case may be. Leadership's a lot like that. And so today, we've given you all that we have. We've given you everything that you need. We've given you your pens. We've given you your exercises. And so now the challenge for you is to take all of those tools that we've given you and to continue to work those things out. Work those muscles. And each time you do, you'll meet new challenges, you'll meet failures, but you'll grow. And that's our goal for you. As you leave here, we can't promise you that you'll be the best leader, but what we can do is promise you that if you continue to meet each challenge with tenacity, never give up, continue to work those muscles, you'll be the leaders that the Air Force needs you to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant Burton. When the airmen of Class 2021-1 logged into their Zoom meetings on the first day on the 20th of October, they took the first steps on a new path in their Air Force careers as supervisors and non-commissioned officers. Today, we return them to duty, focused and ready for their responsibilities. The mere fact that these 74 airmen are graduating today indicates that they have achieved success. And now, the moment all the students have been waiting for. The diplomas announced during today's ceremony represent 5 weeks of hard work and dedication. It symbolizes each individual's commitment and responsibility to the significant accomplishments achieved throughout the course. Their successful completion has prepared each graduate with the tools and experiences that will be used throughout their career paths. We will now recognize the graduates of Class 2021-1. Each instructor will have the distinct pleasure to announce their student names. As each graduate is called, please show your support by commenting below. Starting with Avenger Flight.
I am Technical Sergeant Shang Morris, the instructor for Avenger Flight, and I am proud to announce our graduates. From the 86th Communication Squadron, Staff Sergeant Jaron Augustus. From the 86th Security Forces Squadron, Staff Sergeant Garrett Baldock. From the 693rd Intelligence Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Whitney Brown. From the 24th Intelligence Squadron, Senior Airman Ivan Cancino. From the 86th Material Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Jared Caton. From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Lance Gonzalez. From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Sarah Manis. From the 86th Civil Engineer Squadron, Senior Airman Daniel Martinez. From the Air Postal Squadron, Detachment 6, Mail Control Activity, Staff Sergeant Mitchell O'Donnell. From the 721st Aerial Port Squadron, Staff Sergeant Steve Solano. From the 721st Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Ryan Stone. Ladies and gentlemen, Avenger Flight. Hi Avenger Flight. If you're watching this video, this means our time in the virtual classroom has come to an end. This also means it's time for me to release you back into the wild. Thank you for making this class enjoyable, as it was also my first time teaching in the virtual environment. I hope that during class you were able to equip yourself with a few attachments so that you can pick the best loadout when you do have to go and take on the world. So with that, I do wish you the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations on graduating Airman Leadership School, and keep leveling up.
I am Technical Sergeant Abraham Polito, the instructor for Defender Flight, and I am proud to announce our graduates. From the 691st Cyber Operations Squadron, Staff Sergeant Vincent Dofita. From the 86th Vehicle Readiness Squadron, Staff Sergeant Cameron Jellison. From the 86th Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Owen Loney. From the 693rd Intel Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Ryan Markham. From the 86th Medical Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Kayla Mateo. From the 86th Communications Squadron, Staff Sergeant Sean McGuire. From the 786th Force Support Squadron, Senior Airman Jovan Parnell. From the 1st Combat Communications Squadron, Staff Sergeant Ashley Rayner. From the 86th Munitions Squadron, Senior Airman Devante Smith. From the 721st Mobility Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Colin Sullivan. From the 86th Security Forces Squadron, Staff Sergeant Andrew Tutone. And from the 721st Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Tyrell Woods. Ladies and gentlemen, Defender Flight. Defender Flight, felicidades. Congratulations on the huge accomplishment of graduating from Airman Leadership School. I'm beyond proud of you, and first and foremost, I would like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your instructor throughout this awesome adventure. Although we were virtual, I believe we still created a strong bond where we got to know each other pretty well, and you guys are going to do awesome. I'm really excited to see what the future has in store for you guys. Remember, you guys can be the light at the end of the tunnel for somebody who might be lost and might not know what they need to do with their life or their career. So keep that in your back pocket. And also, to whom much is given, much is expected. So as soon as you guys make that transition over to be a supervisor, understand that the challenges will come and they will test your character and your tenacity. I know that each one of you has it in you to make sure that you pull through and you make it to the other side of the tunnel. And the last thing, the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Good job, y'all. I'm really excited for you guys once again. Good luck, and I'll see you guys around.
I am Staff Sergeant Gregory Foster, the instructor for Freedom Flight, and I am proud to announce our graduates. From the 435th Construction and Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Rafael Crespo. From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Michael Pierce. From the 86th Operations Support Squadron, Senior Airman Sebastian Duke. From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Eli Torres Santiago. From the 86th Communications Squadron, Staff Sergeant Yan Zhu. From the 86th Munition Squadron, Staff Sergeant Tabitha Lilly. From the 86th Vehicle Readiness Squadron, Staff Sergeant Amber Evans. From the 1st Combat Communications Squadron, Staff Sergeant Andrew Stefanik. From the 86th Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Austin Miller. From the 86th Medical Squadron, Senior Airman Kayla Rivera. From the 691st Cyberspace Operations Squadron, Staff Sergeant Jacob Gist. From the 86th Material Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Darius Winston. From the 86th Aerial Medical Evacuation Squadron, Staff Sergeant Michael Van Horn. Ladies and gentlemen, Freedom Flight. What's going on, Freedom Flight? You made it. I'm super proud of you guys. I'm extremely humbled to have been your instructor throughout this journey. You guys have excelled in every aspect of Airman Leadership School, just like I knew you would. I do want to encourage you, at least one thing. When you guys go back into your work centers, to be the change. Be the change that we talked about, and be brave to stand out front and make a difference, because that's what matters. Take care of your people. And like I always say, you guys absolutely killed it. See you around.
I am Staff Sergeant Sierra Engel, the instructor for Guardian Flight, and I am proud to announce our graduates. From the 86th Communications Squadron, Staff Sergeant Grant Covington. From the 86th Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Tamika Daly. From the 721st Mobility Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Brian Dean. From the Headquarters Air Force Flight Standards European Regional Maintenance Center, Staff Sergeant Verl Dykes III. From Detachment 319, 709th Technical Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Peter Fisher. From the 86th Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Jubal Johnson. From the 569th United States Police Forces Squadron, Staff Sergeant Sharon Macaluso. From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Joseph Miller. From the 721st Aerial Port Squadron, Staff Sergeant Brandon Reyes Gonzalez. From the 603rd Air Communications Squadron, Staff Sergeant Jonathan Sadler. From the 24th Intelligence Squadron, Senior Airman Jordan Thompson. From the 86th Medical Squadron, Senior Airman Taylor Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, Guardian Flight. Guardian Flight Class 2021-1, my first flight. I am so proud of each and every one of you. I care about y'all so much. Y'all did so great, and y'all are gonna go out and be the best future supervisors and leaders, and exactly what our new generation of airmen and leaders needs. And I cannot express that enough, how great of individuals you are. Y'all are going to do so well. Please continue to go and grow and develop yourself, develop your airmen, and I wholeheartedly believe that you can do anything you want. Y'all are going to be awesome. Thank you for all your help and helping me pass my first flight ever. Thank you, and good luck. Don't be a stranger.
I am Staff Sergeant Philip Zavala, the instructor for Sentry Flight, and I am proud to announce our graduates. From the 86th Material Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Gabriela Algarin Zuniga. From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Christopher Banuelos. From the 450th Intelligence Squadron, Staff Sergeant Tedros Berhani. From the USAFE Air Postal Squadron, Detachment 4, Senior Airman Sylvia Colonel. From the 86th Security Forces Squadron, Staff Sergeant Andrea Dickel. From the 721st Aerial Port Squadron, Senior Airman Jake Freely. From the 1st Air and Space Communications Operations Squadron, Staff Sergeant Christopher Gum. From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Kyle Hodge. From the 37th Airlift Squadron, Senior Airman Robert Hutton. From the 1st Combat Communication Squadron, Senior Airman Edgardo Lopez. From the 86th Operations Support Squadron, Senior Airman Justin O'Quinn. From the 86th Communication Squadron, Staff Sergeant Ryan Petrowski.
From the 603rd Air Communication Squadron, Senior Airman Dante Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, Sentry Flight. Hey, what's up, Sentry Flight? Congratulations, you finally made it. Go out there and be the leaders I know that you can be. Go out there and be the leaders that the Air Force needs. I'll see y'all around, jokers.
I am Staff Sergeant George Leonard, the instructor for Warrior Flight, and I'm proud to announce our graduates.
From the 86th Medical Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Alec Borden. From the 86th Force Support Squadron, Senior Airman Kristen Floyd. From the 693rd Intelligence Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Andrew Fowler. From the 86th Vehicle Readiness Squadron, Staff Sergeant Dakota Jepson. From the 86th Civil Engineer Squadron, Staff Sergeant Brandon Laird. From the 86th Security Forces Squadron, Staff Sergeant Taylor Mason. From the 569th United States Forces Police Squadron, Staff Sergeant Wesley McDavid. From the 86th Munitions Squadron, Staff Sergeant Nicholas Noley. From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Dylan Palmer. From the Space Delta IV Detachment 1, Operating Location Alpha, Senior Airman Dylan Pittman. From the 603rd Air Communication Squadron, Senior Airman Kelvin Shaw. From the 450th Intelligence Squadron, Staff Sergeant Jessica Spencer. From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Brandon Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, Warrior Flight.
Warrior Flight, the best flight. I was really proud to have you guys in my flight. You guys killed it. I was really worried that when we were going to do this fully virtual class, that'd be really awkward. But day one, you guys were making jokes, coming together as a family and as a team, and you kept that up through the whole course. It's really commendable. I just want to leave you guys with one more thing. Is remember that we talked about that airmen are going to ask why, and they deserve to know why. And so do you. So fight for their why and figure out what their why is. Remember what we said too. You can lead a horse to water, but that doesn't make it a seahorse. Hey, that's all I have for you guys. Stay up, stay blessed, and wash your hands. See you around.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. At this time, we will begin our awards presentation. The Airman Leadership School's philosophy is to help mold airmen into better supervisors with a strong emphasis on Air Force leadership, academics, discipline, and teamwork. Though every graduate has met the objectives, there are those who went above and beyond the normal standards. Several students have excelled in all areas of the curriculum and will now be recognized for their individual achievements. The first award being presented today is the Commandant's Leadership Award. After being evaluated throughout the course, one student from each flight is nominated by their peers based purely on their leadership qualities. This award goes to the student who displayed outstanding leadership in the classroom and beyond. In order to determine the recipient of the award, interviews were conducted by the Commandant with each of the following nominees. Please give them a hearty congratulations as they are announced. From Avenger Flight.
From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Sarah Manis.
From Defender Flight. From the 721st Mobility Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Colin Sullivan. From Freedom Flight.
From the 435th Construction and Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Rafael Crespo.
From Guardian Flight.
From Detachment 319, 709th Technical Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Peter Fisher.
From Sentry Flight.
From the 86th Communication Squadron, Staff Sergeant Ryan Petrowski.
From Warrior Flight.
From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Brandon Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Commandant's Leadership Award recipient for Class 2021-1.
From the 86th Communication Squadron, Staff Sergeant Ryan Petrowski.
The next award is the Academic Achievement Award. This award is given to the students in the class with the highest academic standing and denotes excellence as a scholar. Ladies and gentlemen, the two Academic Achievement Award recipients for Class 2021-1.
From the 721st Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Senior Airman Tyrell Woods. From the 693rd Intel Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Ryan Markham. At this time, we will present the Distinguished Graduate Award. This award recognizes the students who have excelled in all areas of leadership, performance, and academic evaluations, placing them in the top 10% of the class. 6 students have earned this distinction.
From Detachment 319, 709th Technical Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Peter Fisher.
From the 693rd Intelligence Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Whitney Brown.
From the 693rd Intel Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Ryan Markham.
From the 435th Construction and Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Rafael Crespo.
From the 86th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, Staff Sergeant Sarah Manis.
From the 721st Mobility Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Colin Sullivan. Today's final award is the John L. Levito Award. This award is named in honor of the lowest-ranking airman in history to receive the Medal of Honor and is the highest level of recognition in enlisted professional military education. The student who receives this award is the most distinguished graduate who clearly excelled in all areas of leadership, performance, and academic evaluations. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ramstein Airman Leadership School is extremely proud to present the John L. Levito Honor Graduate for Class 2021-1.
From the 450th Intelligence Squadron, Staff Sergeant Jessica Spencer.
A big congratulations once again to all of our award recipients. It is now with great pleasure that I introduce the commander of the 521st Air Mobility Operations Wing, Colonel Adrian Williams, and Command Chief Michael Wynn in delivering closing remarks for our graduates.
Congratulations! You have just completed a major milestone in your Air Force career as a frontline supervisor.
Being a frontline supervisor is hard, but it's also the most important layer of enlisted leadership we have within the Air Force, the Squadron Frontline Supervisor. Over the past 6 to 8 weeks, you have developed relationships with folks from all around the wing. Use those relationships to your advantage and use that network to help solve issues. And with that, don't be afraid to make mistakes and don't be afraid to ask for help. None of us can do this alone, and we count on each other to make the mission happen.
Chief and I are extremely proud of your accomplishments and absolutely know you will use all that you have learned to make a difference as supervisors. Lead on!
Thank you, Colonel Williams and Command Chief Wynn. This concludes our virtual ceremony. Please continue to take care of yourselves and one another as you lead the next generation of our airmen. Thank you for viewing and have an amazing day.